Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sam Hack here with Rent to Retirement, and today we're talking about how to attract and retain quality tenants for your rental properties. Why should you care about this, you may ask? Well, dealing with tenants is one of the most cited reasons for people not wanting to get into real estate investing. So if you're already in the landlording business or thinking about it, this info I'm about to share should help you. So let's jump right in. The number one way to get good tenants is to choose from abundance. Like a lot of things in life, choosing from abundance is a great position to be in. In real estate investing, we want to bring in a lot of potential tenants or leads and then take our pick from the group. If you only have a few applicants, the risk of choosing a bad tenant increases. In order to attract a lot of tenants, you'll want to use a lot of advertising. We're talking Facebook, Craigslist, apartments.com, and more. Most of these platforms are free to use too, which is great. Make sure before listing your property for rent, it is modern and move-in ready. High quality tenants do not want appliances from the 1970s, nor do they want to walk into a dirty apartment when they go to look at it. For fewer showings and a little less work for you, make sure to take high quality pictures of the units and maybe even do a 3D scan. Also include as much information about your property as possible. The more info you put on the listing, the less time you'll find yourself on the phone answering questions. It's better for everybody. Tip number 2, qualifications for renting. Next, once you've attracted a large number of potential tenants, make the qualifications for renting from you very clear. If you don't set strict expectations up front, tenants will take possession of the property and suddenly it can get very messy, especially in overly tenant-friendly states. A few qualifications for renting that you may want to use are: tenants must earn at least 3 times the monthly rent from documentable sources, so no couch flippers. Must have a good credit score, usually 700 or above. Must not have prior evictions. Must not have prior felonies. Must have good references from previous landlords. Maybe you want your tenants to pay all the utilities, so include that. Must have renter's insurance. And you could also set up rules for pets and collect pet rent. Tip number 3, vet your tenants. So you'll not only want to collect all the potential tenants' information to meet the rental qualifications, but you'll also want to verify it. To verify their income, you could call their place of employment. To verify their credit and criminal history, you could use tools such as TransUnion and Checker. To verify their prior eviction history and how well they treated their last rental, call previous landlords and make sure it's not just a friend impersonating the previous landlord. To do this, you can ask how long the landlord has owned the property that your applicant used to rent and cross-reference that with the local property information system to see if it's true. Number 4, and you hate to use these, but we have to have consequences. To ensure your tenants stay within the parameters of your rental agreement, make sure to be strict with your late fees policy and eviction notices. If a tenant notices that you're being relaxed with late fees, then there will be no incentive for him or her to pay on time. A few final tips for you. Make sure you aren't discriminating against tenants for anything that is protected by law, such as nationality, skin color, or religion. You can definitely discriminate on credit score and their ability to pay rent. Just make sure to review the Fair Housing Act to make sure you're not breaking the law as a landlord. Lastly, it's much better to underprice a rental and have a great tenant than to get top dollar for your rental and find that the tenant is not paying or destroyed the place after they move in. There's a cost to having to fix things and for tenants that need to be evicted or chased for rent. Landlording can really be a peaceful endeavor if you attract and retain quality tenants. In fact, if you want to get started now, contact our investment counselor team at renttoretirement.com or any of our social media pages, including my own at Sam H Real Estate, to get started with real estate investing today. That's it for this week's video. A quick reminder to absolutely destroy the like button and subscribe if you found this video useful. And as always, I'll see you next week.